Hi there, I'm Davey with an algo trading tip. Let's flip it. Let's use entries as exits. Stay tuned. Well, thanks for joining me. I want to talk to you today about something that not a lot of people are doing. What most people do is they build a backtest, find areas where the strategy doesn't perform too well, and then they start making modifications. So first, what a lot of people do is they'll add stop losses, profit targets, break-even stops. And a lot of times that just makes things worse. So then they think, hey, I need to make better exits. I'm going to try parabolic stops, chandelier stops, special trailing stops. And they try those and they don't work either. So then what happens is they go back and try using different entries and start the whole process again. And it becomes a hamster wheel where they test some entries, test some exits, and then try it all over again when it doesn't work. That's not a great way to build strategies. A better way is to develop strategies differently than other traders. And today, that's what I'm going to talk to you about. Doing something different, using entries as exits. So most people, when they build strategies, their entries are stop and reverse entries, where if they're long and they get a short signal, the long will be closed and then the short will be implemented. And vice versa for short trades. So it's a stop and a reverse to go in the other direction. But what if you kind of flip that a little bit? And maybe if you're long, instead of reversing and going short, you just exit the long position. That way, you can have different entries and use them just as exits. This is a really powerful technique, and you can double or triple the amount of strategies that you test, because now instead of just using, say, stop losses and profit targets, you can use other entries that have worked for you and just use them as exits. So here's an example with an ES strategy, and you can see what I've added is another entry that will just be used as exits. Now, this one improves performance a little bit, but you get the point. Here it is with a different entry used as an exit. And you can see these results, it improves even more. So the concept is sound. It's obviously something you have to test with your particular strategies, your particular entries, and see if it actually helps. But in a lot of cases, it will. And here's another test with crude oil. So here's the baseline system and what it looks like. Not so great, right? But now let's add an RSI entry, but use it just as an exit. What happens then? Wow, that's quite a bit different and a lot better. And that was only by adding the RSI entry and just using it as an exit. And the neat thing is you can use tons of different entries when you just use them as exits. Here's an example with that same strategy with using ADX, which is a trend indicator, and just using that as an exit. Whenever the ADX says we're not trending anymore, you get out of the trade. And look at the results with that. So those are just a couple examples. So what have we learned in this video? Well, you've learned that entries can be used as just pure exits, and they might work really well. Of course, it's not a given. Sometimes the results are going to be worse. It's something you have to test, but it is a great way to add to your existing strategies where you don't have to just use stop losses and profit targets. Now you can use different exits that are really just entries. And the best part of all is that this helps make your strategies unique. You don't want to be doing what everyone else is doing, because if you do, you'll probably get the results that everyone else is getting. And I can tell you, most people are out there losing money when they trade. So being different is a good idea. Well, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear what entries you've used as exits and had success with. Leave a comment, let me know. I'm Kevin Davey, and thanks for watching.